Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be sharing all of my self-care practices that I do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, from the most frequent to the least frequent. And these are the things that I do to nourish my mind, my body, my spirit, all of it, okay? So obviously these things change over time, but as of today, these are the self-care practices that I indulge in and that I believe have a place in almost every single high-value woman's life. So the first thing that I do, which is a daily practice, I can't skip this, whether I get it in bed, whether I do it when I'm in the shower or in the car, is gratitude and prayer. I am someone who completely feels off if I have not spoken to God in more than a day. My energy is off, I feel more anxious, I feel a lot more doubts and anxieties and uncertainties and all of these things, versus when I am in a daily dialogue with God, I just feel so much more connected to spirit, to my purpose, and I feel that if I check in daily, then I know I am on the right path. I know that God is guiding me. I know that He is walking with me. And I just know that everything that I do then will be from a place of love. So prayer, gratitude, affirmations, manifestations, all of these things could kind of come under this category. For some people, it might be looking in the mirror and saying positive mantras and affirmations. For other people, it's meditation. So really gear this towards you and your life and your beliefs. But for me, it is prayer, it is gratitude, and it is just showing appreciation for everything in my life, the small, the big, and everything in between. And I truly believe that when you take time out of your day to recognize all of the blessings and the gifts and the beauty that God has blessed you with, it just creates room for so much more greatness and for so much more beauty, and you will approach your day from a place of overflow and optimism rather than from a place of scarcity or from negativity. So I highly recommend prayer. I personally don't do the same prayer every day. Sometimes I pray solely for certain people in my life. Sometimes I pray just all around. You can pray when times are good. Like, I hate that in our society we've always made prayer something that comes in when we're sick or ill or when we need help or money. I truly believe that prayer should be a part of your life, even if you live the best life, even if everything you're asking for is manifesting. That should give you even more reason to pray. So I truly love my time with God. I love my prayer time, and it's something that I wouldn't miss for the world. The next thing that I do daily is reading. I read every single day. Sometimes I'm reading multiple books, sometimes I'm reading just one book, sometimes it's a physical book, sometimes it's the Kindle app on my iPad, but regardless, I do it. And I always kind of go through these cycles of reading books from various topics. So some of my favorite topics include spirituality, science, psychology, investing, money, and then I love novels. So I usually kind of rotate and read those things kind of in a cycle, or I'll see what kind of book have I not read in a while and I'll read that genre. So it can be anything from fiction to nonfiction, and it's not always a book. Sometimes I'm watching an informational YouTube video, sometimes I'm listening to a podcast, but every single day I commit to self-development, because if we are not learning, if we are not growing, then we are remaining stagnant, and that is definitely not where I want to be. The next thing that I do is intermittent fasting, and I do this around 4 to 5 days a week. My fast is 16-hour minimum, so I will fast for 16 hours and then I will eat for the remainder of the day. Now, fasting just simply means that you are not consuming calories. So you can still consume water, you can drink a black coffee, a black tea. I have even been doing my little apple cider vinegar, ginger, lemon concoction, and that is something that I can consume during fast because there are no calories in it. So I love intermittent fasting because it makes me more focused, I've noticed. I'm not as lethargic, and I'm not just eating to eat. I had this habit of when I first moved in with my partner, anytime he wanted lunch or he was craving, breakfast, I'd be like, okay, well, we need to eat together. But I realized I wasn't necessarily hungry. So I've been really trying to tune in with myself and only eat when I'm feeling hungry, and to also stop eating when I'm full. It doesn't matter if my plate of food is not finished. If I'm full, I should stop eating. So intermittent fasting is great. I think it is healthy because it's the way that we ate for thousands of years. Back in the day, our men hunted and brought back food for us, and we would eat, but then we would be fasting until the next hunt. So I personally believe it's a very holistic, natural way of living. I personally love it. I've seen results from it, and I just notice having more energy and just a lot more focus during my days when I am intermittent fasting. The next thing that I do for my mind, body, and spirit is exercise. This is something that I have struggled with, you guys. I'm going to be completely transparent and let you guys know that exercise was one of the most difficult things for me to find routine in. I was someone who I would do all the self-development things. I would read, I would work, I would do all those things, but when it came to my fitness, I was really slacking. And within the last year or two, I've really shifted my priorities and made fitness a number one priority. And I'm happy to announce that I currently work out, I would say like 3 to 4 times a week. I know it could be more than that, but trust me, that is huge for me. And even on the days when I'm not working out, I'll do a walk around my neighborhood, I'll do some sort of yoga. But during my workouts, I did want to tell you guys some of the things that I do. So I'm not a huge gym gal. I don't like working out at the gym. So I tend to work out at home or outside in nature. So obviously if I'm out in nature, it's going to be a walk, it's going to be a hike, it's going to be swimming, and I've recently picked up tennis, which I'm so happy about. My sister and I have been playing once a week, and it is just so fun. I love it. But when I'm working out, not outdoors, then I work out at home, and I generally will just do a workout video on YouTube. Okay, so if I want to do a focused workout on a certain body part or a certain type of area that I want to focus on, then I will check out Ting's videos. I absolutely love her. She has actually one of the first fitness programs that I actually saw results in. Like, I actually saw lines forming and muscle formation, so that just makes me a huge fan of her work. She has videos that target certain areas, so like arms, core, summer body, full body, and what I love about it is her videos range anywhere from like 10 to 30 minutes, so you can kind of pick a few and do those back to back. So I love her videos. In terms of yoga, I absolutely adore Yoga by Kassandra. She is someone that I have watched for years, and actually it's crazy because for a few years I was not watching her and I was just looking for her every single day, and when I finally found her videos again, I was like, yes, because she is really the yoga instructor that got me so into vinyasa, so into that more kind of yin style flow. I will say that she does practice more of a feminine sort of yoga, so it's more about flow, it's more about stretch, it's more about breathing, and it's less about strength, so just keep that in mind. Absolutely adore her videos, and I've recently started watching Pilates by, let me see what it's called, Pilates Body Raven. She does Pilates videos once again in the like 10 to 30 minute range, and man, her videos are tough. Like, I will say Pilates is still something I'm getting accustomed to, but it's definitely one of those things where the movements aren't that big, like you're really only doing these small movements, but it burns a lot, and there is just a lot of, hip thrusts, there's a lot of those kind of stretches going on, and I absolutely love her videos. So like I said, I will do a combination of Pilates, yoga, and Chloe Ting's videos, and I also love weight training. So I have weights at home, I have a kettlebell, and I will incorporate some weights. And then beyond that, I will just be doing walks, hikes, swimming at the pool, and also tennis. So that is something that I'm committing to, and I'm hoping to increase my workouts to like 5 times a week, but right now I would say 3 to 4 times is the sweet spot for me. In terms of exercise, I encourage all of you to figure out what works for you. Just because someone swears by HIIT doesn't mean that you have to do HIIT. Just because someone says that you need to do cardio doesn't mean that you need to do cardio if you don't like it. Do what you love, and I realize the minute that you do workouts that you actually enjoy, you're going to find consistency with it, and that is exactly what happened for me. The next practice that I do is acupuncture. So I used to do acupuncture and chiropractor, but lately it's just been acupuncture, and I do this once a week, mainly targeted in my shoulders, my neck, and my back. So I tend to have a little bit of pain just in my neck and back, especially because I do a lot of work on the computer, but also because I've been in some pretty traumatic car accidents and had some whiplash from that. So acupuncture is just something that makes a huge difference in my life. There are times when I miss acupuncture for the week and I truly do feel a difference, and so I highly recommend acupuncture. I've also, like I said, done chiropractor in the past, and I've also done cupping, and I recommend all of those. If for some reason you are hesitant about trying acupuncture, you could always start by purchasing one of these acupressure mats, which they have on Amazon, and this is just something so great. Like, you can put it behind your neck or behind your back while you work, and all of these little kind of pokey things just really help stimulate blood flow in those areas. So I highly recommend acupuncture, and I think that it is one of those treatments that works for me. This is more of like a beauty treatment, but I do plucking and threading on myself, for my eyebrows, my upper lip, and all those sorts of things, and I generally do that once a week. I have found that things that I can just do on my own, I'd rather get done than like have to book an appointment and drive out and go to a beauty location. But I am currently looking to get laser hair removal. So if you guys have any recommendations for that, please leave it down below in the comments, anything that I should know, or perhaps if you guys know any really good places in Orange County, California, then definitely share that info with me. Next thing that I do, which is one of my favorites, is a deep tissue massage, and I do this twice a month or every 2 weeks. So I go once a month at my acupuncture office, and they have a massage therapist there who does it for me, and then I generally do one massage elsewhere, so like at a spa or in my home or something like that. I used to have a subscription to a location where I would go there, but I'm currently looking for a new place. Massages are just so yummy and delicious to me, and they are something that I personally believe I need in order to thrive. I know some women swear by like getting their nails done or their hair done, but for me, like, I would choose a massage over everything else. Like, when my partner is taking me to the spa and he's like, you can choose any beauty treatment, I always opt for the deep tissue massage because it's just personally what I get the most benefit out of. Now, in terms of nails, I do hard gel, and I get a manicure and pedicure once a month. Surprisingly, I know some women do this every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, but I found that the hard gel works really well with me. I honestly have gone like 5 or 6 weeks with them. I don't recommend it, but for me, it's something that I really only need to do once a month. And you guys, I truly only started getting my nails done in 2021. Like, I was like, no, I'm not gonna just waste excess money. Until I was at 6 figures and up, I wasn't even getting my nails done. So just keep that in mind if you're younger, if you're fresh on your entrepreneurial journey. I don't think things like nails and stuff make a true big difference in your life. And to be honest, it's not even something that I really enjoy getting done. Like, yes, I love the results, but to go to the salon and to sit there for 2 hours and all that, it is a little bit of a waste of time. and it is more of just a feminine luxury. So I treat it as such. I enjoy it, but it's not something that like I need or I can't survive without. And last but not least, but certainly one of the most important things is vacations. So I vacation once every season. So once every 3 months, my partner and I go on a vacation, and we swear by this. We think that vacations should be mandatory. We think everyone needs vacations. I personally think that vacations leave you feeling rejuvenated, refreshed, and even more inspired. Like, I get so many ideas when I'm traveling, and it just allows me to just enjoy the fruits of my labor and to just relax, because sometimes the plan should be no plan. Like, sometimes you should just enjoy and be and live. And I truly think that when we get caught up in our day-to-day activities, it can become monotone, and that is why vacations are so necessary. So these are the things that I do for my mind, body, and spirit. Comment down below what your self-practice routine looks like. I hope that this video was helpful. Give it a thumbs up if it was, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye!